during cruise ship visit. Boost for retail and manufacturing, foreign exchange facilities opening up. Signal Hill Secondary School unveils new mobile app, and UNC set to contest all 41 seats in the 2025 general elections, including the 2 in Tobago. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. This is the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 22nd November 2023. Topping the news this evening, from all indications, it was smooth sailing today as cruise ship visitors were accommodated on all the tours they booked, while the Jewel of Seas cruise ship spent the day in Scarborough. Reports from the Port Maxi Taxi Drivers Federation Association President Cloyd Williams stated that only 13 buses were required for today. Buses from his association and another association were provided for the cruise ship passengers. According to Williams, the tours went off without a hitch, with excess capacity available for last-minute interests. The Jewel of the Seas has a capacity of over 2,700 passengers. In other news, there are numerous incentives available for Tobago's businesses, as stated by the Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon. She made these statements at a press conference following a multi-stakeholder meeting with the business community in Tobago, which also involved Chief Secretary Farley Augustine. The details in this report from Candice Jackson.
The multi-stakeholder meeting facilitated by the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is being hailed as a success, according to Chairman Curtis Williams.
It was a very, very great informal session, and a lot was discussed. And we know this is just the beginning, and we're definitely going to expand the relationship going forward with the Ministry of Trade and the THA.
A wide cross-section of the business community was present at the meeting, where they learned about a suite of incentives available from the Ministry of Trade and Industry. One of those incentives is the formation of a facility to allow businesses to access foreign exchange, according to Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon.
And that is going to provide SMEs, not only those involved with in manufacturing, but across a lot of other sectors, so that I believe that even though you're in retail, the system will allow you to have access to foreign exchange. So
representatives from Exim Bank, Export TT, and several other government services were present to provide greater details on how the incentives could be accessed by the business community.
Want more businesses to grow, to take advantage of the facilities that are available for capacity building, for access to export, for training and development.
Meanwhile, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine noted that Tobago is currently experiencing an expansion of the business sector, particularly among young people. He said some are in receipt of assistance from both the central government and the THA. However, Augustine pointed out that more can benefit.
But the business sector must take command of those opportunities. They have to do the applications, they have to ensure that they are formally registered on all of those things, and ensure that their business meets the requirement.
The Tobago Division of the Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is preparing to launch a Tobago Business Advisory Services initiative aimed at assisting businesses in accessing these services on Thursday. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Senator Lawrence Hislop highlighted the significance of collaboration between the central government and the Tobago House of Assembly, emphasizing its crucial role in advancing Tobago's economic prosperity. Speaking on the Minority Report, Senator Hislop stressed the need for continuous consultations, such as the multi-stakeholder meeting held yesterday involving the Minister of Trade and Industry and the Chief Secretary. Travicia Phillips tells us more.
Senator Lawrence Hislop said that the central government acknowledges the interconnectedness of Tobago's economic success with that of the entire nation. Hislop commended the Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon, for the support extended to small and micro enterprises in Tobago.
The central government of Trinidad and Tobago recognizes that if the economy of Tobago does well, that it benefits Trinidad and Tobago. It doesn't benefit, and I don't even like to say this, but it doesn't benefit Trinidad. if Tobago does bad.
Senator Hislop stressed the importance of constructive dialogue, highlighting the unique advantage Tobagonians have with access to services from both the THE and central government.
And that's why we always make the point as well, that Tobagonians have two bites at the cherry.
Yep.
Because you have the Tobago House of Assembly that offers services that are unique to the Tobagonian and that benefit the Tobagonian only directly.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also can access services from the national treasury.
Discussing Tobago's economic potential, Senator Hislop credited the foundation laid by previous administrations, particularly that of former Finance Secretary Anselm London's efforts in creating the Business Development Unit. Hislop explained that London envisioned a thriving private sector in Tobago, emphasizing the need for a conducive environment for small and micro enterprises to flourish.
So this now, because you've had a foundation of first and foremost the desire in the Tobagonian to get into business.
Yeah.
And then previous administrations creating an avenue for your small businesses to take root. And then you now could create a scenario where you have small and micro enterprises getting into exporting of products.
Despite challenges posed by a small population, Senator Hislop remained optimistic, suggesting that an increase in visitor arrivals could positively impact Tobago's private sector. He emphasized the need to view the situation holistically, including attracting temporary populations during peak seasons.
Not permanently, but you have your what they call it in transient or whatever, population that come in so that you have 60,000 to deal with, and if you could increase your numbers, you might get to the point where you have 70 and 80,000 people being able to sustain a private sector on the island.
Senator Hislop acknowledged the current administration's responsibility to build upon the foundation they inherited. He envisioned Tobago's continued growth from one administration to the next. He also reiterated the significance of collaboration in managing such affairs for the betterment of Tobago. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
We have more news coming up after the break. Do stay with us.
Light up the Christmas with the best fiber. Surfboard channel switch to Amplia. Thousands in prizes, plenty smart TVs. 1 year free service and free groceries. We surfing with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. We binging with Amplia. We winning with Amplia. Sign up now for 50% off plus a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes. Call 800-4663.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by COSTAT. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material. Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Television News. An export license can only be granted to the Studley Park Enterprises Limited, SPEL, if the materials produced are not needed nationally. This is from the Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon, following a meeting with the business community in Tobago. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine was also present. The meeting was facilitated by the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce at their office on Milford Road in Scarborough. We have more details in this report.
For almost a year, the matter of an export license for Study Park Enterprises Limited, SPEL, has been played out in the public eye. The Tobago House of Assembly, the THA, and the executive chairman of SPEL, Ashwood Jack, are eager for the license to fulfill interests from Guyana and other countries, with the hopes of generating millions of US dollars in revenue. The issue was discussed during a meeting with the business community where the Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopiskun, explained that there are certain conditions which must be met before an export license is granted.
The Ministry of Trade and Industry will actually have the responsibility of issuing the license, but only after consultation and after having approvals from the Ministry of Energy and Industries, which is the ministry that is responsible for quarries.
Part of that process involves consultations with the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries and the Ministry of Works and Transport to determine the materials needed in the national space.
So what I made Mr. Jack understand is that yes, there may be varying types and sizes of aggregate produced. There must be a discussion of what they're able to produce, what is required in Trinidad and Tobago, and what therefore, if it's not required and quantities are available to be exported, then
the process may seem encumbered by red tape, but Minister Gopiskun noted that it's primarily a matter of prioritizing the country's needs.
What I said to him, though, is we need to clearly understand Study Park's capacity, what they produce, etc., etc. So he's extended an invitation to the ministry to visit. And I think that's a good thing. I shall do that pretty soon.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine seemed to agree with Minister Gopiskun's explanation.
Because it is one of the areas for which Tobago and by extension Trinidad and Tobago can in fact benefit from the foreign exchange and having that access. But more than that, we are equally insistent that which we are to export must be that which we don't have an absolute need for here and for which there is sufficient excess for exportation.
When contacted, Executive Chairman of SPEL, Ashwood Jack, noted that he too is satisfied with the explanation and is committed to working with various ministries to advance the business of the quarry. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, on today's segment of Beneath the Surface, Assemblyman Pastor Terence Baines spoke about rebuilding confidence in area representatives. He shared what he has been doing to improve his relationship with the community of Bethel Newgrange. More from Ariana Scipio.
Assemblyman Terence Baines serves as the Secretary for the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, and he is also the area representative of the Bethel Newgrange Electoral District. With a background in media and as a religious leader, he entered politics with the goal of restoring confidence in area representatives.
I started doing things to try and build the relationship. You know, we started, one of the first things that I did was, because again, and Bethel, especially the Bethel village itself, we have a lot of high needs young people. Right? High needs in the sense that some of it is historical, you know, even spiritual, I believe.
Baines stated that there have been flare-ups of violent activity in the community. He shared that since he has been the area representative for Bethel, he has lost 2 friends to gun violence. Assemblyman Baines provided details on how he has tried to resolve the ongoing violence.
So we start with this conversation, and I brought in prominent young people who have done something with their life and so on from some of the worst kind of situations, to talk with them and to have a kind of motivational thing for the young people and so on.
He also implemented sporting activities such as football as well as group prayers for community building. Baines said that he believes he has done some work to restore the relationship between representatives and the community. Along with violence, there is a challenge with larceny. Baines explained that before being elected, he replaced lights at Susulands Park with solar-powered lights. 8 lights were installed. However, as time passed, he realized that the lights were being stolen.
I went and I noticed 2 gone, and then 3 gone, and then eventually 7 lights gone, right? 7 of the lights. Somebody took down the lights, and I don't know what they did with it.
He said that only 1 light remains and he does not know why someone would steal these lights. Baines indicated that lights may need to be reinstalled along with cameras for security measures. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
The United National Congress, the UNC, has declared its intentions to contest all 41 seats in the next general election due in 2025. Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar opened the nominations for every constituency, including Tobago, challenging the public to propose candidates. Despite criticism for not contesting Tobago seats historically, the UNC aims to be a national party. Persad-Bissessar emphasizes the party's strong position in recent local elections, asserting its readiness to remove the PNM from the central government. Meanwhile, Oropouche East MP Dr. Rudal Munilal has labeled the PNM as the opposition in waiting and declared that the UNC is ready to rescue the country from the PNM's governance. Well, find out about a mobile app developed by students of Signal Hill Secondary School right after the break.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause B-Mobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prizes, cause this season will be the nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most parade. Having a Christmas season with B-Mobile. I want a Christmas season with B-Mobile. Bring me sorry, let me toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with B-Mobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Trinbago Christmas. B-Mobile. Life is on.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Welcome back. So get this, a group of students is introducing AI into the school system. Signal Hill Secondary School has created a mobile app with the objective of attracting prospective students. Teacher Devon Olivier and student Nigel Duke appeared on the Tobago Updates morning show to share some insights about the app. Listen up.
Devon Olivier and Nigel Duke, a teacher and sixth form student of the Signal Hill Secondary School, are launching a school mobile app. When asked about what intrigued the IT department about this initiative, Sir Olivier responded by saying,
"We always wanted a method to introduce the school mainly to prospective students and their parents. And we looked at various ways of doing that, and students came up with the idea to virtualize the school and put an element of artificial intelligence in there, and we roll with the idea from the students.
Olivier stated that the app involved a lot of research, especially in areas where they did not have information. He mentioned that ongoing research and development are still in progress for both the students and teachers.
Besides the research, then the implementation requires a lot of technical knowledge as well, and Nigel is involved in some of the technical aspects.
Duke then shared his experience of being involved in the development of the app, which he described as demanding. This was due to the amount of hard work that needed to be done, but he said that Sir Olivier helped him to stay focused. He also explained the purpose of the app.
The purpose of this app is to introduce prospective students in a more techno-immersive way into the school. For instance, if you were a student internationally, you would usually be introduced by a website, so you introduced by word of mouth.
They want to show that Signal Hill Secondary School has capable students and teachers who guide these students to accomplish something great. Continuing, Olivia was asked about how essential AI is for learning nowadays. Referencing the statement Duke made, he said the most people would do is go to a website and see some pictures.
But with virtual reality, as Nigel said, it is more techno-immersive. You feel as though when you're experiencing this virtual reality, you feel as though you are in this space.
He hopes to train the AI to converse with people so that it would seem as though they are talking to someone knowledgeable about the school. Additionally, Olivier stated that if they succeed with the app, they might be able to lend assistance to other schools to achieve something similar. A demonstration of the app was shown afterwards. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Paria Commission of Inquiry is set to deliver its final report to President Christine Kangaloo on November 30th. An incident occurred on February in 2022 at the Paria Fuel Trading Company's point-of-care facility, which involved 5 divers. 1 was rescued, but 4 perished. The families of the victims are eagerly awaiting the report. The Commission of Inquiry was initially due to submit the report in May, but faced delays, with the final virtual hearing scheduled for November 29th. The report will be sent to the Cabinet after submission, where the next steps will be determined. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
This Christmas, speed is on us. Get up to 300 megabits per second of speed with our new Link Up Plus plan. Enjoy more speed, more channels, and free streaming for less. Plus, introducing Link Up More with up to 1 gig download speed. Download, stream, video calls, share memes, and more. Get free installation when you sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co.
Thank you for staying with us. Days after the release of his first soca for Carnival 2024, Neil Iwer George responds to the mass criticism he has received from the general public for the incorporation of the national anthem into his music. Trevesia Phillips tells us more.
4 days after its release, Neil Iwer George issued a statement addressing the heavy condemnation he received for incorporating the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago into his latest song. He expressed that he initially saw no faults in the song and was only made aware after being contacted by various media houses. He then stated that he monitored the situation and saw Trinbagonians engaging in healthy conversations about the history of the anthem. He continued observing as comments, views, and shares increased. It was only after the Prime Minister's comments on the matter that he said he got the memo and decided to release a statement. He expressed that the first word of the song is attention and that it was deliberately put there to signal to persons to stand at attention while the anthem is being played. He then explained that he understood his influence and the public perception of him. As such, he decided to remove the national anthem from the song in a new version to be released this Friday. He also pleaded with citizens to delete the previous version and stay on course with the theme of the song, Happy People. He reminded the public that the aim of the song is to bring Trinidad and Tobago back to a place of pride, respect, love, and happiness. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, let's check in with the weather from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, anticipate fair to partly cloudy skies with a few showery spells, primarily after midnight, with temperatures dropping to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow's conditions include a mix of cloudy intervals, occasional spotty showers, and an overall fair and sunny day. A mild concentration of Saharan dust is present in the atmosphere, with temperatures reaching 31 degrees Celsius and a heat index of 35 degrees. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate, with waves reaching up to 1.8 meters in open waters and less than 1.2 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:02 a.m. and the sunset at 5:36 p.m. And that's how we end this evening's newscast, recapping the headlines. No incidents reported for tours during cruise ship visit. Boost for retail and manufacturing. Foreign exchange facilities opening up. Signal Hill Secondary School unveils new mobile app, and UNC set to contest all 41 seats in the 2025 general elections, including the 2 in Tobago. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a good night.